the stories grow. So do the watchers. More listeners, more subscribers, more souls drawn to the signal. To those newly arrived, on YouTube, on podcast, wherever the strange reaches you, welcome and thank you. Conjure in your mind, a place where the rules of reality bend and shadows whisper secrets of the unknown. A doorway stands ajar, and beyond it lies a realm where the ordinary twists into the extraordinary. Prepare to step into Enigmatorium. Conjure in your mind a man named Adam. He lives alone, keeps to himself. Nothing unusual except the static. A spark here, a crackle there. Harmless until it isn't. What begins as an annoyance becomes something else, something deeper. The door stands ajar, and on the other side, a charge is building. You are entering Enigmatorium. And tonight's tale is called Static.
Adam Langley wasn't afraid of much. He'd served in the army, taught middle school for 11 years, survived a Category 4 hurricane in a beach trailer with nothing but a flashlight and a bottle of Jack. He wasn't easily rattled, but static electricity, that got him. It began on a Tuesday. He remembered because his train, Route 717, was late that morning. The intercom crackled as it announced the delay, the voice distorted like it had a mouth full of gravel. When he opened the fridge, the light flickered once, then steadied. He didn't think anything of it at the time. Later that day, he got a small shock when he opened the fridge again. Sharp enough to make him hiss and shake his hand, but small enough to forget. By Thursday, it was everywhere. His socks sparked against the carpet. His bedsheets crackled when he rolled over in the night. Touching his phone gave him a jolt, brushing his hair out of the question. And then came the bathroom. He sat down on the toilet like any other morning, reached for the roll of toilet paper, and screamed. The zap struck somewhere you never want to be zapped. It wasn't just uncomfortable, it was violating. He leapt up and slammed into the wall, teeth clenched, sweat pouring down his forehead. That's when he realized this wasn't a fluke. Something was wrong. Adam called his doctor. They thought it was stress-related, referred him to a neurologist. He called an electrician. They said his wiring was fine. No one could explain it. He stopped going outside. He stopped answering his phone. He unplugged everything in the house. He hadn't locked his door in days. He figured whatever was coming for him was already inside. It didn't help. Even the doorknobs shocked him. Spoons sparked. The couch betrayed him. Nothing was safe. Not plastic, not rubber, not even air. A low hum filled the room, like a broken fluorescent light. Each breath felt crackly, as if even oxygen carried a charge. And worst of all, his hair, every strand on his head stood perfectly upright. Every single one. He couldn't flatten it. He tried gel, water, even tape. It was as if some unseen force had reached into his follicles and declared war. When his boss called to ask why he hadn't shown up to work, Adam took a selfie, sent it. No words. He received a single text in reply. Holy hell. Take a few days. On the 7th day, Adam snapped. He stood in the center of his living room, arms out, surrounded by burned plastic wrappers and fried electronics. The floor was littered with rubber gloves, wooden spoons, insulation padding. None of it worked. He turned to the one place that always had answers. He opened his laptop, typed slowly into the search bar, "Can static electricity kill you?" He waited. The screen flashed once, then dimmed. The cursor blinked and blinked. Then, a partial answer appeared. Static electricity is generally harmless, but... He slammed the laptop shut, stared at the blank screen. The room smelled faintly of burnt plastic. His fingertips were pink and raw. That evening, there was a knock at the door. Adam didn't answer. The door creaked open. John, his neighbor, leaned in. He looked at Adam, then looked at the mess, and without a word reached into his pocket and held out a single dryer sheet. Adam stared at it. "What's this?" he asked, voice hoarse. John shrugged. "Try it. You're scaring the mailman." He scratched his beard, avoiding Adam's eyes, like he'd seen this kind of thing before. Adam took it, wiped it across his arm. Boom. Problem solved. His hair sank. The buzzing in his ears faded. For the first time in days, he felt calm. He laughed. A sound like static itself, thin, ragged, and fading fast. He looked up at John like the man had handed him the cure for death itself. The next morning, Adam filled an entire shopping cart with dryer sheets. He moved like a machine, no hesitation, no emotion, just filled his cart, box after box. One old woman leaned in and whispered to her friend,
"Bless his heart. Poor thing must be allergic to wool."
Her friend nodded. Adam grabbed 5 more boxes. He paused. The world seemed to hold its breath. The store lights flickered.
Are you tired of static ruining your day? From shocking surprises to clingy clothes, static electricity can turn any ordinary moment into chaos. But now, there's a solution. Introducing Static End, the revolutionary dryer sheet that eliminates static forever. Just one swipe and static cling is a thing of the past. No more zaps, no more crackles, just smooth, static-free living. Static End, because life's too short for static. Static End, the end of static, forever. Or is it?
Cut. That's a wrap. We're still rolling.
Meet Adam Langley, a man who faced wars, weathered storms, and tamed classrooms, only to find himself undone by the smallest of sparks. A victim, it seems, of static electricity, or perhaps something more insidious. In the quiet town of Anywhere, USA, where the air crackles and the shelves gleam with promise, Adam found his salvation in a single swipe. But consider this. What if the shocks were scripted, the solution sold, and the man himself, merely a player in a drama he never auditioned for? A commercial break in the fabric of reality, brought to you by Static End, where the hum of the everyday hides a signal that never quite cuts off. This is Enigmatorium, where every purchase comes with a price and the fine print is written in static. You've been listening at the edge of the Enigmatorium. No sponsors, no intrusions, only the voice behind the veil. To help keep the portal open, leave your offering at the gate. You'll find it at Ko-Fi. A link is provided in the show notes. ko-fi.com/enigmatorium.